Every once in a while, a company releases a product that's designed to grab your attention before you even look at the performance numbers. That's exactly what TRYX has done with the new Stage 360 ARGB. At first glance, it looks like another premium 360mm AIO with RGB fans and an LCD screen, but then you realize it's actually using two displays combined with a mirrored stage effect to create something you really don't see anywhere else. Now, we've seen plenty of LCD coolers over the last couple of years. Some are square, some are round, some wrap around the pump block, but TRYX decided to take a completely different approach here. The big question is, does the Stage 360 actually perform like a premium cooler, or are you paying mostly for looks? So let's find out. The first thing you'll notice is obviously the pump housing. Unlike traditional LCD AIOs where you simply have a screen sitting on top of the CPU block, the Stage creates a small stage showcase using a 4-inch IPS displays positioned above a mirrored chamber. The result is surprisingly impressive. Images, animations, and system stats almost look like they're floating inside the cooler instead of simply being displayed on a flat screen. It's difficult to appreciate in a video, but once it's powered on inside the case, it immediately becomes the centerpiece of the build. It's flashy, but it doesn't feel gimmicky. The overall build quality is exactly what you'd expect from a premium cooler. The radiator uses the standard 27mm aluminum design paired with nicely sleeved tubing that feels flexible without being overly soft. Everything actually feels solid here. No cheap plastics, no loose fittings, no rattles. Even the pump housing has a premium finish that fits nicely into high-end showcase builds. The cooler is available in both black and white versions, making it easy to match almost any modern build. TRYX includes three 120mm ARGB fans. They're optimized more towards balanced airflow and low noise rather than chasing the absolute highest RPM numbers. Actually, it's working beside me and you can't hear it. I actually like this approach. We reached a point where many flagship AIOs are capable of cooling even flagship CPUs. The difference today usually comes down to noise levels rather than temperatures, and this is where the Stage starts to become really interesting. The installation is refreshingly straightforward. Support includes both Intel and AMD platforms, including LGA 1851, LGA 1700, AM5 and AM4 sockets. Mounting hardware feels sturdy and everything is clearly labeled. The pump mounting mechanism is simple enough that you won't spend half an hour trying to figure out which bracket goes where. It's all actually super labeled. Cable management is also fairly clean considering you have RGB lighting plus a display to power. There are still several cables involved here, as expected from any LCD cooler, but they're much easier to route than some competing premium AIOs. Overall, I had absolutely zero complaints during installation regarding the cables, especially with the cable for the fans because it just snaps in place thanks to magnets, and you can't go wrong as the magnets won't allow you to make a mistake. It's a cool option. Instead of simply placing a screen on the top of the pump, TRYX combined that display with a mirrored chamber underneath. The result creates actual depth. So whether you're displaying hardware, monitoring, GIFs, videos, or custom animations, or anything on the stage, physically everything appears to sit inside the pump housing. Software is handled through the TRYX Kanali software. Thankfully, it's surprisingly polished, so uploading custom images, GIFs, videos, switching layouts, monitoring CPU temperatures, GPU temps, GPU usage, CPU usage, you name it, it does everything and it is all intuitive. So you don't have to spend an hour figuring out where settings are hidden. That alone deserves credit because software has become one of the weakest points of many premium LCD coolers. The Kanali feels responsive and stable while offering plenty of customization options. As for the cooling performance, none of that matters if cooling isn't there. Fortunately, it is. So testing performed on a Ryzen 9 9950X3D shows that Stage comfortably handling workloads exceeding 250 watts, so placing it firmly in the high-end 360mm territory. It may not top every benchmark chart by a huge margin, but it is consistently among the better performance. Gaming temperatures stay excellent here, the productivity workloads are all handled without any issues. And even the long rendering sessions never caused any thermal concerns. The radiator has enough capacity to comfortably cool processors like the Ryzen 9 9950 X3D and everything below it, and of course from Team Blue it handles the Core Ultra 9 285K and any Core i9 class CPUs. So even when pushing heavy multi-core workloads, for the vast majority of users, cooling simply isn't something you'll have to worry about. This might actually be my favorite part of the entire cooler. It's super quiet. I'm sitting next to it, surprisingly very quiet. Not just idle quiet, even under typical gaming workloads the fans remain remarkably restrained. Only when pushing maximum fan speeds during stress testing, they do become a little bit noticeable. The pump noise is also extremely well controlled. That's something many manufacturers still struggle with. It also comes with thermal paste pre-applied, and you do get an extra tube in case you need to change it over the years, and some other AIOs have fans that aren't particularly loud but develop annoying pump whine. The Stage avoids that. And being a standard 360mm radiator means compatibility depends mostly on your case. Most modern mid-tower and full-tower cases supporting 360mm radiators won't have any issues. Tubing length is generous enough for front or top mounting depending on your layout. Just make sure that your case has enough clearance around the motherboard area if you're planning a top installation. I use the Li Vision M on purpose here as it has a different approach to radiator mounting and it actually fits like a glove and hides all the tubing. Of course it has some pros and cons. It's beautiful dual display mirror design unlike anything else. Excellent build quality, it is very quiet in operation, both the fans and the pump. It has strong thermal performance, excellent software and easy customization, and it actually has 6-year warranty on the cooling components. And overall the premium presentation is here. But for the cons, no product is perfect. The biggest drawback is definitely the price. This sits firmly in the premium territory, top territory, meaning you're paying for the experience as much as the cooling. So if you care about the temperatures, there are cheaper 360mm AIOs that deliver similar thermal results. The display warranty is also shorter than the cooling hardware warranty, which is worth keeping in mind. But the verdict here is that the TRYX Stage 360 isn't trying to be the cheapest cooler, it isn't trying to chase benchmark records, instead it's designed for builders who want their cooling solution to become actual part of the overall presentation of the PC. The cooling performance is excellent, of course. The noise levels are among the best I've seen in this category. The build quality is exactly what you'd expect from a premium product. The software is actually polished, which I was not expecting, and that dual display mirror effect generally stands out from every other LCD cooler currently on the market. So if you're building a showcase PC with tempered glass panels where aesthetics matter just as much as the performance does, the Stage 360 deserves to be on your shortlist. So if you're building purely for value, there are certainly less expensive alternatives. But if you want something that people immediately notice when they look inside your PC, well, this cooler absolutely delivers on that. And that's pretty much it for this review of the new TRYX Stage 360 ARGB. Let me know what you think about this new mirror display design. Is it something you'd actually use in your next build, or do you still prefer the more traditional LCD coolers from brands like the NZXT, Corsair or Li? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, see you in another one.